What's going on, guys? To a space adventures with Cal, and today part two with your boy neighbor. What's going on, cuz?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Hey, happy birthday, dog.
Thanks, bro. Thanks. Yesterday was Wolf Cry's birthday, February 13th. Happy birthday to him. Happy late birthday to him. And thank you very
Oh,
much,
damn.
Dave. Happy Valentine's to everybody too, and happy Valentine's to everybody over there out there in the fan brother and everybody. Hopefully you guys having a good time. Well, here in the day. I don't know about now, but all right, man.
Well, I
I
mean,
was
like it's nighttime. Like you would be hoping everybody will be having a good time right now as well. I mean, because it's about tis the season and shit.
It's the season. The way you say it, it's the season. But I've been seeing a bunch of people out here. I don't know if you remember the people that park outside in the streets and have all these bears and figurines and
Yeah, yeah. Like they do their
baskets.
own. They make it at their house and they got them on like in a parking lot somewhere and shit.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I ain't gonna lie, dude. I've supported those people. I've been out there. Like I've seen them. I mean, literally, like, I mean, there was one time I saw this dad with like a little girl, and
Yeah.
they were just on the side of the road. They had all these different things, the baskets and shit. They were selling all that stuff. And I think it was Easter actually, because Easter's another one that they do that shit. And I mean, dude, I'll go. I mean, I'll buy shit from them, whatever, because I know that they're out there, chambeando and shit.
Yes, sir.
But
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Sorry, you're getting at you're saying something about that though.
Oh no, yeah, dude. I've been seeing a lot of those over here. I'm know down here in the valley, it's always they're everywhere. There was like every other two corners, every other two lights going down toward Westaco. They're everywhere, bro. Like, yeah. But I'm pretty sure they make money. Motherfuckers things cost like 40, $50. One
Yeah,
of
but
those things.
you know how it is, man. Raza tiene chingos de primos and shit, so they're all like, they're on every street corner. They're probably all related and shit.
One
It's all going to the same bank account and shit like
of the
that.
same, they get the same checking account. Oh,
Makes me want to do some shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a little bit crafty and shit.
and
But
you were saying that today your daughter had a dance at school.
yeah, yeah, she had a Valentine's Day dance and I mean, it was cool, man. I just let us, me and my wife just kind of stood on the side with Mateo, and I just told her, I was like, "Oh, Rome, hang out with your friends, go do your thing." You know what I'm saying? Just we're gonna be. I told her like we're gonna be right there, and shit. So, but now it was cool, man. Like we picked up her friend, her best, or is her best friend, on the way there, and we took both of them. Yeah, they had a bunch of fun. It was
Shit,
all right.
nice,
Mm,
nice. Nah,
yeah.
man. Because as soon as you said that, I was like, man. A couple of memories came back and took me back for a
Yeah, from the
second.
school dances when you were in elementary and shit.
Well, yeah, dude. It takes you back when out of the nowhere someone brings up something from school that you're just like, oh shit. I remember those times. I remember when that
Yeah.
shit happened.
I
And
never attended those things in school, man.
yeah,
I never I don't know what it was, man, but I was like, I don't dance. What am I gonna go to the dance for? You know what I'm saying? But now, I mean, sometimes me and my friends, just to be cagaleros, we will go and shit, just to
yeah.
be cagaleros, not to go dance and none of that bullshit. Like we'd be out there just fucking with people and shit.
I was
So
a breakdancer. I was a
what's that?
breakdancer. I was a breakdancer.
Oh yeah, well you were a breakdancer. It was different. Yeah,
I
you'd be
did
out
that
there.
shit a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
I did those a lot. But I'm not gonna
Well,
lie,
that
man.
was in
Also,
in high school though, right? In junior high and high school.
yeah, when I started hitting high school, not gonna lie, I did attend a couple of them here and there in middle school. But I'm not gonna lie, I did dance with a couple of girls too and shit. We would dance like Tejano and
Mm.
do
You know
some
what,
Tejano
dude?
shit.
I'm gonna. I was lying about the dance thing. So there was one time I remember this shit was junior high, and I mean I don't know. I think I was just trying to be a nice guy, man. Honestly, because like there were they had a dance. There was a dance and shit. I remember seeing this one girl there that nobody danced with her, and she was there, como bien aguitada, like she was just there, and she was kind of, like a big girl or whatever. And at the time, I wasn't all chingon and shit. I was like a little skinny guy back then and shit, right?
You were
And
all sexy fuck.
yeah, nah, but anyway, I wasn't even. I mean, I was, I was just an average fuck. But anyway, so
Damn.
I see her there like bien aguitada and shit, and I like last dance of the day, like literally last dance of the night. I was like, fuck it. I don't give a fuck if my friends laugh at me or not, dude. So I fucking asked, I was like, you want to go dance? You want to dance with me? And she like fucking huge smile on her face, like happy as fuck, dog. And we fucking danced the last dance. Like I didn't even know how to dance. I was there fucking looking like a robot and shit. And then it was the last dance of the night because the lights came on
Yeah,
after the song.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then she was like, "Oh, thank you," and shit. And then like took off with her friends, all giggling and shit like that. And I was like, "All right, cool." Like I felt good inside, and then but in my, how fucking kids are, man. Everybody just talking shit. They're talking shit. But I was like, I don't give a fuck, motherfuckers. Like, fight me,
I
motherfuckers.
can
Like,
already
just
hear. I
fight.
can already hear that one dude that we hanged out with. I mean, I don't want to say his name, but he'd be like, "Ay, ese penquito," and I was like,
The torta wasn't a phrase yet back then.
"No,
They
no, that
they
shit just
wasn't they
came
weren't
out
using
maybe."
that then either. But they would be like, pinche neighbor con la torta, güey. Oh shit,
Uh,
man. But nah.
I like that one video where the fucking dude, the girl's leaving, and she's a little chubby girl, and he goes, "Adiós, Tancasito." She turns around and she goes, "Tu abuela, ah, y es de guerra." Because she turns around and
It's the guerra. Fuck. That's
she
fucked
turns
up, man.
around and fucking gets all mad and isn't that.
She's like, it's a fucking what do you call that?
Oh fucking hell,
One of those
dude.
German tanks and shit. I forgot what they call them. A Mauser. Fucking Mauser.
Talking about saying the wrong, talking about saying the wrong thing. Did we talk about when did I say something wrong and my wife got mad at me?
Have I said anything wrong that my wife got mad at me?
No, that I said something wrong last time, like in a joking way, and she got mad at me. Did I say it on the podcast, right?
I don't really recall that, but I mean, you
Well,
can give me a refresher.
yes. We were coming over here, and she said, I really don't know the words that she said. She has said something. I don't know. Um, like it was something kind of like a problem,
Hmm.
and she was saying something to refer it as the problem, in other words. And I was like, what about cuntism? What
What'd
if
you say?
I say what if you have cuntism?
Like, oh, damn. Got in trouble
Well,
or what?
we were in the lines of joking already. In other words, yeah, we were in the lines of joking in the first place.
Yeah, but look, that's a
In
forbidden
her
word, though.
eyes, yeah, but in her eyes, she's not there. And I'm in the lines of like talking with you guys where just shit comes out, splurs out. So
Oh, yeah, I
yeah,
know.
I know where I fucked up. And she turns around
Yeah.
and looks at me. She's like, "That was rude." I was like, I
She's like,
guess.
did you
Fuck it.
ever talk to me that way?
You piece of shit.
You
No,
piece of
no.
Yeah,
No.
exactly. Emphasizes this shit.
Uppercase letters.
No,
No,
but
but
I mean, yeah, I could tell you straight up, man. If I say that shit, I'm in trouble. I'm just saying. That's the no word.
no, no word.
I say, look, I ain't gonna lie. I say it to fucking assholes on the road and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like those people
Yeah,
deserve that shit. But yeah, yeah. I fucking tell
yeah.
those people, like people on the
I
highway and
never.
shit, you fucking
Yeah,
see her.
I wasn't really saying it to her like that. I was just saying it as in a
No,
joking
I
way,
know, I
and
know.
she took it as I was like I said it
It
for
get
her or something.
it could get misconstrued. It
como
doesn't have to
dice,
necessarily be like a direct, you know what I'm saying? It could just be like you said that, but not from our perspective, but from her perspective, it was like it was a different version. It was like that's what she heard. I mean, I don't know.
what's that Mexican saying that you said last time? You corrected me on it. Que dicen, qué bueno que escuchas, pero no, qué bueno que no escuchas. No, I think Lo said it last time. I think I was talking to Lo. It was about, okay, it goes, no escucha, pero buen que compones. Meaning, you don't
Oh,
hear shit, but you construct the fucking words. I mean, the way you fucking want them. You know how to construct the fucking words I said to your benefit. In other words, like you don't hear what the fuck I said, but you wanted to you well you're well to construct the words that I said differently. In other words,
it's like
so
saying it's like saying you don't listen, you don't listen,
when
but
you take this
you say
information,
your words properly or some shit like that.
it's like if I told you something like, hey man, we're going to Dave's house at 7 o'clock and we're gonna eat some burgers. Oh, we're going to Dave's house at 9 o'clock, or we're gonna eat pizza. All right, cool. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like I just told you we're going here and we're gonna do this, but you're like, all right, we're going here, but we're doing this and this and this, and you just constructed it to whatever the fuck you said from your liking and your benefits. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
there'd be times, bro. There'd be times that they would tell me something as a kid or some shit, and I guess I would forget or some shit and did what I wanted, and those words would come out all the time.
Yeah, I mean, kids are different, man, because their mind is like focused on other things. They're not focused on life things. They're not focused on like, I mean, yeah, you want to teach them like good moral standards. You want to teach them like, hey, like fucking close the door behind you. Hey, put the, don't leave the fridge open. Like, it's normal shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, then they're all gonna do it. They're gonna do it, like period. But they do what they do what they're gonna do until they kind of learn. I mean, they're gonna do it like over and over and over again, dude. But once they learn, it's more of like now, like at that point they understand. Once they learn it, then they're like, oh, okay, okay, okay. You know,
Bro,
but
talking about kids right now and all that. Did you hear about the little girl that was shooting with the instructor with an Uzi? And
you talk about the one that killed the instructor?
yeah,
Yeah.
and it was in California.
I don't know if it was it a Uzi.
It was an Uzi.
There must have been other one because there was another one that a little girl was like playing, like they were showing her a pistol, like she was shooting a pistol, and while the instructor was focused over here, like she was like messing with the gun in the back or
Nah,
something, and fucking. But you're talking about the one where she was shooting and then went brrr, like it took off on her, right? And she got the instructor,
that
shot him in the head, right?
it was an automatic, yes, sir.
Damn,
Yeah, so the
talk
way
about
I saw it,
scarring, dog.
fuck,
I mean,
man,
not for him, he's
for
dead,
her
but I'm talking
también too.
about
I mean,
scarring
well,
for it. It
for
left
of
him a
course,
scar too, but
the family va a estar the family. You know what I mean? Del señor, the family,
yeah,
the
yeah,
man's
man.
family, of course, but also the little girl, of course. Yes, my love. Hold on. My daughter wants a lollipop. Come here, baby. Like she just got her glasses, bro.
Oh, I love your glasses. They're beautiful.
It's me, Paisley. It's me, Paisley.
Oh,
That's like the
is he
first thing
now?
she said. Are you now? Here you go, my love.
Uh, I'll try to connect these headphones right quick. Sorry.
Oh, my,
Give me
go for it.
1 second. I want to be able to hear.
Do
Testing one, two.
testing one two.
Man, why don't I hear things on these fucking headphones?
So I don't know. I should just talk to the audience here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you.
Okay, okay. So the video shows where the little girl, where the guy is literally right next to her, in front of her on the left hand side of the gun. Also, from what I saw was the man uh, from from what I got instructs a little girl. You're shooting the single shot first. You see him. She goes like that and clicks it. You just hear the single shot, and then he goes up and he clicks it again. And I mean, you kind of already figured what he clicked. He went to
Yeah, he
semi-automatic.
switched it to automatic and
I
stuff.
mean, to automatic, and yeah, it's kind of fucked up, man. Like goddamn.
I mean, also, like, if she hadn't shot it before, she didn't know to expect that, and then it's gonna fucking take off on her like that. Because I seen fucking videos where grown ass adult men and
Yeah, I was
shit,
gonna say the same.
same fucking shit. It takes off on them, like they'll be shooting it, like it goes up on them like that. And since she was little, she was down underneath his shoulder line, and when she went up, that's why it went like caught him like that. Because I mean, it makes sense that she shot him in the head
And
because
she was
she
like
went up like
this.
that.
She was holding it like this with her right hand, and then kind of went, and he was right there too.
He was too fucking close too, man.
Way too close, bro.
Yeah,
That tripped me out, dude. When I heard
because you
that, I was like,
always like. I mean, first off, any instructor should always be behind the barrel line,
he's like,
behind the barrel line. So at her shoulder, you know what I'm saying? Because if she went like that, he would have been like, "Oh fuck," you know what I'm saying? Just kind of barely moved.
I, I mean, thinking about it, dude. First, it's a little girl or a little boy, don't matter. I think they should have an actual age limit to when they can handle a different type of gun. Meaning, you're 9 years old. Limit is 8 years old, from what I was hearing. 8 years old enough is when you can start handling a gun out there like that. Yes, yes, sir.
Sorry. Oh, whatever. You can hear something?
She got mad at me because I'm not thinking right now. Shit, it's 10 o'clock and I gave her a fucking lollipop. I'm not
That's all
fucking
good.
thinking.
Things happen.
Shit. I just, anyways,
La regaste, güey.
in a way.
She's like, you stay up with her.
Anyways,
That's the punishment.
it's Saturday. Anyways, no. Anyways, what was I saying?
Oh yeah, but I think we were
Oh,
talking about
okay.
uh
So I'm thinking, dude, and as soon as I saw that shit, I was already like, why are you letting in a little child, an actual child, train even touch a goddamn automatic weapon like that? That's a goddamn weapon that's has a lot of fucking force power in the bag, the recoil, and all that. Even though, yeah, man, that's a lot of fucking power for a little kid like that. And like you said already, bro, it's the first time that she's ever handled a gun like that, and she doesn't know the power, and it's gonna go everywhere, bro. Because I've felt the first time I ever got a gun, a handgun, at that, a Masa handgun. The guy goes, it was one of my buddies that goes, hey man, um, have you ever shot a gun? I was like, nah, man. They fucking grip that shit so it won't fly off your hand and trip. You won't freak out. Just get a good grip, not like fucking hardcore, but just get a good grip and just come, you know what I mean? And I was like, I felt it. I was like, all right. And the second time you don't fucking put your force, so you're just like, all right, cool. You know the force that you can already know, boom, 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 boom.
yeah.
So the first one is kind of like you're tripping out, like you don't know how to
Well,
force, and
with a pistol, depending on the caliber, like if it's a
oh
light
yeah,
caliber
yeah, of
gun,
course,
you don't want to be there stiff as fuck. You don't want
nah.
to be stiff because you could hurt yourself. You could, like, if it recoils and you fuck up, you could drop it. But they kind of tell you, like, take a shot and kind of go, be the, be a shock absorber. You know what I'm saying? with a rifle, you shoot a rifle, when you shoot, you go back like that. You don't keep your shoulders stiff like this
Yeah, I've seen
because if
it.
you do that, you get like bruise your shoulder up, all that shit. I mean, if it's a high enough caliber and you're all stiff like this, you could pop your shoulder out of place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You could pop that bitch back and she'd be like, "Oh fuck, dislocated shoulder." But dude, when I used to go to the shooting range, I used to go to the shooting range in this city of
yeah.
Garland, Texas. Um, there was a guy out there because we used to. I mean, I used to hang with my wife's cousin's ex-husband, and he was a military vet, and he had different rifles. He had like a he had a new rifle, which was like a 30-30 or some shit like that, but it's like a hunting rifle. And
Oh,
we'll
that was
just
crazy.
shoot it to practice, you know. I tell him I'll buy a box of fucking shells. He will buy a box of shells and we just finish all the ammo. You know what I'm saying? Like
Nice.
just go out there, have fun and shit, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then he had this old like man, I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't even know, but it's an old fucking like military carbine. Carbine is like just like a fucking rifle. You know what I'm saying? A bolt action rifle. And but it's an old one. That's why it's bolt action. Like nowadays the carbines are automatics and shit like that. You know, they're way different. But anyways, to be out there shooting and stuff, and there was a guy there that would go frequently, like so frequently that I've seen him there multiple times, you know. And he had a 50 cal long ass fucking rifle, dude. Like I'm talking about a fucking like a sniper rifle. And the end is the one that had the big block on the end of the barrel. They had
Like
the
the 50
fucking
cal.
the what?
Like the 50 cal. The big old.
Yeah, like a 50 cal sniper, but I mean it has that like when you see it, you're like, fuck, it has one of those things. But it's where the it disperses the fucking the shock
Fire.
of the bullet. It shoots like it has little vents on the end of it. So
From what I was hearing, from what I was hearing is that those silencer fucking things are not to silence the fucking gun
it's not a
completely.
silencer.
No, they're not.
It
It's to
breaks
actually.
like when it releases at the end of the barrel, that the flames or like the pressure that comes out from behind the bullet, it releases on the side. That way the bullet could have its maximum trajectory speed.
And,
So it's like a vent release almost.
and correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't isn't it also so like when you shoot, the enemy doesn't see where it came from. So like you said, it disperses the bullet. Because I also heard that
Hold on.
the snipers and shit like that for the thing. So when you shoot, you don't see the actual bullet, and you don't see where it's coming from. I don't know if
Right.
that's
I mean, yeah, that too. Because like if it didn't have that, it would have a slight tracer,
yes.
a slight in the beginning. But like once you know it gets its once it starts traveling further, like 100 or 200 feet, maybe 100 feet past the barrel, or not even 100, like way less, like 20 feet past the barrel, you'll see a streak, and then it'll cool down as it's flying through the air. Then you won't see the tracer no more. You'll see a little red dot though,
Yeah.
because that bullet's coming out. It's fucking red hot when it's at nighttime. So you'll just see like a little, like wherever it hits, you see it fucking bounce off of something or whatever.
Oh no,
But
when you see like that, yeah, from what I'm hearing, yeah.
what's that?
When it's going like that, when the tracer rounds, yeah, you can see the tracer round.
No, I
But I
know,
was, yeah.
but the tracer round will have an actual
Oh,
like a thing on the back of it, like where you can see almost like a I don't know, but the bullet itself, like when it shoots, it fucking that pressure that it has, it stays red. I mean, if you're shooting at nighttime and you have a big enough caliber rifle, like a 50 cal,
yeah.
that bullet's always gonna be like fucking red going towards its fucking target. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean,
anyways, what I was saying about this guy, he had a 50 cal long fucking sniper rifle, but it was a muzzle loader. So he had on his side he had a big leather pack and he had a bunch of little pouches, little leather pouches with filled up with a right amount of gunpowder. and he would put you put the thing in the barrel,
Oh shit.
empty it out, take it off, put it in there, and then it would pull out a stick like that, and he would pack it, and he would drop a round in there. He would drop the
Yeah.
round in there and pack that bitch in there, and then he would announce himself every time. He had his he goes, everybody. He goes, I need to announce. Everybody needs to be wearing their protective ear. I mean their ear protection because I'm
Hmm.
shooting a 50 cal muzzle loader. The noise will break will bust your eardrums if you don't wear them.
Hmm.
Please put them on right now. I'm about to take one shot because he's taking one shot only. You
Hmm.
know, people are all there shooting and shit, right? And he was like, I'm just taking one shot, you know. So he would be in the lane that was actually the furthest lane, like because he had a big ass long sniper rifle, and he'll be sitting there like that, and you'll see him like fucking with his fucking scope and shit, adjusting it like on the side on the thing, and he had a little tripod right here with a sight, and he'd be looking at it, and that's a range finder, and a rangefinder would tell him how far away from whatever said target it is.
Hmm.
He'd be doing his little calculations and shit because you look at the rangefinder to adjust your scope. So he'd be looking at his rangefinder. He'd be like, and once he was set up, he just had it sitting there on the bipod. He would let everybody know like da, 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 da. He told everybody that he'd shoot it, man, but he'd do the like he'd even pick his like he'd shoot and he kind of go back like that, dude. I was like, God damn, like I would just sit there and watch him though. When he would do that, I'm like, I would just sit there. I want to see this shit, dude. I was like, damn, I want to shoot that gun, man. That's what I was thinking in my head, but like, it's expensive to shoot that gun, you know. So I wasn't about to be like, hey, can I take a shot, man? I've never shot one before, you know. He should be like, get the fuck out of here, dog. It's like $80 a round, bitch. Get out of here. Yeah, I don't know, it's $80 a round, but it's like all the work he puts into that to take one shot. I would imagine that it takes, like some money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not money, but like it's like a special moment for him. It's not like fucking somebody buys a whole fucking round, a box of rounds and shit, and just empties them like nothing. But also that place had the ski shooting, so they would throw the clay things, and you with a shotgun, and you could rent a shotgun and do that shit. I never
Nice.
did that though.
Did you want to?
Was up?
Did you want to?
Oh yeah, I've always wanted to, but I you had to pay extra. Like you had to join their fucking you had to sign up like to be part of their club or whatever the fuck, and then you could rent. Then you could rent, like be do that. I'm like, I don't want to be part of your club, dog.
I was gonna say, dude, we have to fucking put that shit on our bucket list as one thing we have to do together.
What
Go
skeet
fucking
shooting?
shoot some fucking what the fuck were those called? Those jabalines, the fucking
Oh man,
the
it's
hogs.
dude, open season year round.
That's what I'm saying. But the one that I was talking about, the ones that I heard Joe Rogan talking about, that they have an actual fucking place where you just go and pay so much, and they take you on a fucking chopper,
Mm-hmm.
harnessed your ass in there, and
Yeah,
you're with fucking rifles on the side. Clack, 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 clack. Fuck, that
that'd be
would be some
badass, man.
shit to
That'd be
do,
badass.
bro. That'd be fucking awesome. And it wasn't that expensive either. Like, meaning,
I mean, you're just paying for the ride on the fucking on the chopper. You know what I'm saying? Like that's essentially, and then of course the people who run that are like I don't know, I don't want to say they're certified or whatever, but they're like that's what they do. So they're safe, they got safety protocols and shit like that. That would
yeah,
be the
yeah,
best way to fucking do it, because they know what the fuck they're doing. So they do
yeah,
for a
yeah.
living apparently.
I heard it on the JRE with, I believe, Tim Kennedy, one of the UFC fighters. And Tim Kennedy, he's also a Marine or Army. I'm not too sure. Sorry about that if I'm saying it wrong. But he's one of those guys. And I
He
think
talks
that's
about
him.
doing that.
Yeah. He wanted to take Joe out there in a chopper, and and it was here in Austin, I
Surprised Joe
believe.
Rogan hasn't fucking done that. He's in fucking Hill Country. That's where they do that.
I'm
Literally where
pretty
Joe
sure.
Rogan lives.
I'm pretty sure he's already done it now. I'm
Oh,
pretty
okay,
sure. I'm pretty
okay.
sure because this was maybe a while. This was when he was in Cali. Thought
We
he
need to
had this
get
was a
Joe
while
Rogan on
back.
here, dog.
That'd be fucking crazy awesome.
Hey, Joe, if you're out there, man, come on. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome
Look,
to join whenever you want.
Joe
We'll give you the ID
Rogan,
and all that shit.
Tom Segura, Bert Kreischer's a real. I like his comedy. Bert Kreischer.
Yeah.
Shit. Tony Hinchcliffe.
Oh,
Shit, that'd
hell
be
yeah,
fucking
dog.
crazy to get some of those motherfuckers or
The,
talk to them or
the
something like
whole
that on the
gang.
pod. The whole gang.
They're
Ari
like
Shafir.
the mystery, like, what do you call that shit? The mystery patrol, or what do you fucking call those people? That was with Scooby Doo and shit. Yeah.
Uh,
Bert Kreischer would be
the
Scooby Doo
mystery
because
gang.
he's kind of silly.
The mystery gang. No.
It you know what, dude? Like I like Bert Kreischer, but I was actually the way he tells his stories, he almost makes you like you could almost see right through and be like I know like you had to make up a story or elaborate a story to kind of to because like when they put him on the spot, like I've seen where he'll say about something and they'll put him on the spot and then he has like a face like oh and then he's like kind of like he's like almost like it almost looks like he's like making it up as he goes. And then sometimes he'll say something and somebody will be like, "Oh yeah, like oh like the time he said he got arrested and shit." You remember that shit? You're talking about how he got arrested. He's like, "Yo, I got arrested one time." They're like, "Whoa, what happened, Bert?" And then he was like, "Oh, we were," and then he just starts saying this stupid ass story. I was like, "Really? Nobody would fucking arrest you for that." First of all,
He
yeah, I got arrested that day. I was
he
like,
did. He does say. There was a Two Bears One Cave where Tom Segura goes, "You like to elaborate on your stories." He's like, "Well, how else are you supposed to make it fucking fun?" And he's like, "That's what I'm here for, to make you laugh and this and that. And if it sounds stupid, it's meant to be stupid sometimes." But
yeah, I get that. I
I was
get
like, "All
that, but
right,
stories are also meant to sound genuine. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying? When I could sit there and listen to somebody and I'm like, that sounds like bullshit, but I'm like, I get it. I trust me, I get that part.
yeah,
When you said that, I was like, that's what you do.
yeah, that's the thing.
Like you like okay, like I'm gonna give you an example. Like so when like they're making a movie about real life, they always dramatize the movie more because reality is a little bit more boring than a fucking that they got to make it less boring than
Yep,
the real story. You know what I'm saying? So then like sometimes it might seem a little far fetched or whatever, but you got to build that story up a little bit more for an audience because it gives them more like I don't know like it makes it more interesting.
yeah,
And of course, like maybe something like that kind of happened, and he like dramatized it to where it sounded like a little bit more crazy and shit than it
I'm
was or
pretty sure.
whatever. But
I'm
you
pretty
could kind
sure.
of like I don't know. I feel like you kind of see through those things sometimes, especially somebody with experience, like and they're talking about like getting arrested. You're like, bitch, I've been arrested so many times, man. You can't tell me like that that's like legit or not, or that's legit or something like that. But yeah, I mean, anyways, yeah, no, I saw that one time about Bert Kreischer, and I was like, I can see through your little story there, buddy. But but they're
Can you
funny
hear
as
me?
fuck though, man. Like when they're grouped together
Yeah,
and they're all like doing like almost like not telling stories, but doing like comedy skits or something like that.
yeah,
That's better. That's kind of like their bread and butter. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where they're better at. Because that's kind of like stand up comics. And if you're not a stand up comic type, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe you got to work on your material before you go on stage. But like sometimes like a lot of comics they got to do that. They got to work on their material before they get on stage. That way they're ready, right? and
yeah,
and
yeah,
some people are more like improvisers, like what's his name? That Spears, something Spears, Ari Spears.
Harry Spears.
Yeah, he does stand up comedy, right? He's
Yeah,
a stand up, comedian. But his shit is like, it seems like it's like mostly improvised as he goes. Like, yeah, he's got his stories and shit, and then he does a little crowd work. And when he starts doing the crowd work, dude, that's when it starts getting fucking like even more hilarious
yeah, yeah.
because he
His
starts
crowd work is
fucking
the
with the
fucking
crowds and
funniest.
shit. That's funny as fuck.
Yeah, his fucking shit's. I think it's fucking hilarious when. Man, hold on. Huh? Fucking move this goddamn thing. Pissing me off.
Getting tangled up there, huh?
It keeps. I don't know if you keep hearing that shit. It keeps hitting the fucking thing.
I didn't hear nothing.
Well, yeah, Ari Spears is. I think he's one of the funniest guys off the cuff. Like talking to on the mic and shit like that, just
Uh
ripping
huh.
right there and then.
I mean, he's been around for a long time.
Shit, Mad TV. I think
Mike,
that
go,
was
Mike,
one of his best
Mike,
work
go.
and shit.
How's this?
Oh,
Dutch.
Maya.
And the door slam. They're mad.
Oh shit, I didn't even notice when we fucking started. But anyway, um, what were we talking about right now?
Oh, shit! I got thrown off by the dogs, man. Um, man, I thought you were saying something about Ari Spears. Cocaine's a hell of a
Damn.
drug.
What shows you watching right now? Anything
Um,
new?
nothing really. Like, I mean, I've been watching some like kind of like game shows and shit. I watched like whatchamacallit. There's the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Oh, not Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Sorry, the one with the cases. It's like a bunch of cases. They open up the cases.
Let's make a deal.
Let's
No,
make a deal, some shit like that. The deal or no deal.
deal or no deal.
Yeah. I watched
Yeah.
that yesterday, dude. This motherfucker, dude, like he got the record, won $5 million on that bitch. Yeah.
Ooh.
His last fucking he got all the cases chosen. The last three that he had was 2.5. He had two left over. 2.5 million and 5 million. And then the banker gave him an offer of 3.5 million. So he was like, no deal. And everybody was like, fuck, just take the deal. And then he's like, I'm gonna go with my case. The case that he had the whole time had $5 million in that bitch. And he chose right. Yeah, dude. I was like, fuck, dog. Holy shit, man.
Like
I
I've
like
seen
at
some.
that point, dude, I'm like, vacation for the rest of my life right there, man. You know?
Fuck. Hell yeah, dude. Fucking
After
learn how to
taxes, he
live
got
with
like
that
1
shit.
million. Ah, just kidding. Poor guy. He killed himself after that. It was crazy. It's fucked up.
Oh shit. I don't know
Morbid
why.
ending.
I was watching. I was on Instagram and I was just scrolling on my thing and I was watching where there was where they send women and men two two groups, one women and one man on an island, and they let them just go and see who can survive and this and that. And I've never seen that shit.
Is it a new show?
I don't think so.
Are you talking about Naked and Afraid?
No, it was a. I don't know. I don't even know if that's it, but it was a group
Well,
of
there was
men
a
and a group of women that they sent off into an island to live on their own to see who could survive and who can make it.
Survivor.
I believe so, but they weren't together.
Yeah, like there's like teams and shit, but then they can also like secretly be going against each other and shit like that.
Like they did. Well, I don't think that was it. I don't think it's Survivor because this was more of like I think this was like a TV show, but something else where the men were on that side and the women were on this side, and let's see who can make it. Like it wasn't a survival, like an actual game show.
That's crazy. I didn't even know there was a any show that would separate the men and the women.
So it's one of those games where they were saying, "Oh, we can do better than men," and blah blah blah, and they're like, "All right, well, let's prove it." And at the end of the day, like there were by the
I
end of the
can't.
day, what's up?
I can't say that I've ever heard of a show like that.
So they've been talking about it everywhere, man, on all these podcasts when women come out saying, "Oh, we can do the same thing men can do," and blah blah blah. And to discredit what they're saying, they put that video on. Anybody, they put that video to discredit what they're saying that women can do what men can do. That's what they're saying. And by the end of the day, in that video, these women are fucking crying because they're cold at night. They had nothing to eat. They had no fire and this and that. The videos pan to the fucking men. These motherfuckers are dancing. They have a table. They each have their own bed. They have fire going on. Fish galore on the fucking table. They're hugging each other with fire. And it's, it's fucking hilarious,
That's
dude.
crazy.
Because the girls are over there
I see what you're saying though.
sobbing away. They were like, I don't know, we haven't eaten and this and that. And then we were fucking like,
They should have done better.
oh shit.
You know
So
that show. There's a survival show that they got going on right now. It's like on the same channel or whatever as that other show there. Deal or No Deal. I think it comes on after or something.
yeah,
And they're basically like they send these people off into a secluded area in Alaska somewhere in the Alaska wilderness somewhere, and like their loved one is like inside of the studio somewhere watching them, right? And they could pull them out whenever they're like, so they could make them suffer as much as they want to win, like
hmm,
greedily, which that's happened. I've
yeah.
seen where they're like, no, no, leave him in there, leave him in. He's there fucking shivering and almost dying. He's like, no, that's not enough. Like, you can take more, you can take more. And I'm like, damn, like that's fucking crazy, right? But then also they choose, like they give them a little box like this, and then they could put all the survival things they could fit in there to give to their loved one. So then they'll send that box to their loved one out there in that secluded area, and like they got a certain amount of time to put that stuff in the box.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that's
Which
all
what
they
is it
get to
called again?
survive. Huh?
What is it called?
Fuck, I don't know, dude. I don't even honestly. I don't remember that. I don't remember the name of that one. I just it just pops up and I just fucking start watching it and shit. But
Wow.
it's interesting because there was one where the parents were like arguing about shit. They had their son out there in the wilderness, right? They're wasting time and shit like that. And literally, the fucking dude got a canteen and a flint. So a flint to start a fire, and just a metal canteen in the box. That's all they could have put. They could have put fishing line. They could have put hooks. They could have put like a fucking lighter, matches. Like they could have put all kinds of other stuff in there. But because they were sitting there arguing about that shit, they only put a fucking canteen that was metal and a fucking a flint to start a fire with.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, dog, like that's pretty fucked up.
And
That's
this was
pretty.
his parents.
Yeah, his parents. Yeah.
That's
So when he
fucking
saw his
crazy.
box, he was out there like he was like fucking shivering and she's like, let's get cold out here and shit. And he looked at his box and he opened it up and he saw the canteen and the fucking and the flint only. He was like, mother, like you could tell he was just pissed, dude.
Give me a second real
And
quick. Let me put this shit
yeah,
on real
that dude
quick.
struggled the most. He struggled more than anybody.
Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second. Because these fucking headphones, man. All right, can you hear me? All right, say something. I'm gonna see if I can hear you.
The what?
All right, well, you know that. Because this shit right here, it's been working on that shit like pretty loud, and I've been hearing
Hmm.
myself like at the touch of this right here, I can hear it going.
Oh, you're like moving or gotcha, gotcha. And that one, does that one has a volume key? No, oh, definitely. Okay.
These are just like
Yeah,
earbuds.
man. I don't know what that one's called, but it's a pretty interesting show as well. Are you watching any shows right now? Anything new?
Um, hmm. Well, I did restart watching Daredevil, pero como te dije, I don't even think I'm gonna finish watching this shit. Like, because I already saw the whole thing, but this new season, like I can't get into it because I would have to restart the whole fucking season
Yeah.
to understand this one and this, and I don't have that time. I don't want to sit down and got really uninterested real quick. So I downloaded I downloaded this movie called Monkey Man.
The what's called?
Monkey Man.
Oh, Monkey Man. Yeah, yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
one.
It was an Indian with the Indian dude. Indian dude.
Sorry, what?
He's an Indian dude.
Oh yeah, yeah, the Indian guy. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Do I sound different or what? But I'm
I mean, it
on the
sounds
gym.
pretty low, man. I ain't gonna lie, dude. It sounds pretty low.
Even
Let's
lower or what?
see. Uh,
I really don't know what's going on. You there? And we're back, guys. We had a little hiccup.
oh, did it stop recording?
No, I paused it.
Ah, whatever.
I paused it. Fuck. What the hell, dude? Oh, hold on. What the fuck? I just put my foot up like that and it fucking. Ow.
That's your first check engine light, nigga.
Damn. What was that, bro? Oh,
You're like, am I getting old? Does that mean I'm old? Yes, it does mean that.
wow. Dude, what the
You're actually
hell
louder,
was
dude.
that? It's louder?
Yeah, way louder.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a good thing, I guess. But I I have my knee here, and I just went and right here, bam, right here. It started hurting right here.
Yeah, it's like a tendon right there, doc.
Damn, dude, what the hell
You
was
know,
that
dog.
about?
Échale aceite, güey.
It's crazy. But anyways, let's get back to
At least
topics.
you're just barely feeling those shits. There's motherfuckers like me that have been feeling pain since que la chingada, way back then.
Oh shit! I was
I've been
telling
feeling fucking arthritic pain since I was like 20 and shit.
I was telling I was telling this what was it? Wolf, um, hey man, happy birthday, this that, and he's like, I'm 51, I believe he said he's 51, and I was like, shit, I just hit 39. He's like, I wish I was 39. I was like, a year, dude.
One of these days, we're gonna wish we're 39.
Yeah,
Ooh,
salu. I mean, we're right now we're wishing
damn.
we were 15, 20 again.
For real. You know what I
Bless
wish
you.
I was? I wish I was like 20 years old. 20 years old because that's when I first moved up here to the Dallas area.
I had I'm gonna switch a little bit of a subject, not switch, but I'm gonna go into something that's kind of like time travel type of deal. Right now that we're talking about going back in time, we wish we had. So
You're
I
talking
was
about you're gonna reminisce?
about a dream. All
Oh,
right. So what was crazy, man, was I was in Colorado and I was gonna get a different job while I was working over here because they were gonna pay me more. I was gonna go to Amazon. They were gonna give me like fucking $5 more than what I was getting paid in people, right? So I'm talking to this one fucking lady manager from from Amazon telling me, okay, well call me within this month. This is when we'll be able to do it. And a week into, I even went to go get interviewed and all that shit, and I got the job and this and that. But now it's do I take, you know? But Home Depot ended up matching what they were gonna give me. And I was like, all right, badass. So I stayed at Home Depot and I didn't go. So the thing was that while I was in the process within the day or two that I was gonna get the job, bro, I had a dream. The fucking crazy dream was that I was working already for Amazon. In my head, dream I was already driving, blah blah blah, and I had an hour of break, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna stop. And this was literally down the road where I was staying in one of the main roads that I would go in the Masfaya were past. Anyway, it was a road that I knew, and so in the dream, I'm driving down, and all right, I have an hour of break. I'm gonna stop at this store. I'm gonna get something to drink, and I'm gonna get something to eat, and I'm gonna sleep break for 30, 40 minutes, and bam, you know what I mean? Go back to work. In my dream, I get to the store, I lay down, and in my dream, I go boom, right? And then I wake up like como my my dream sped up the hour, and then I wake up in the van, and I'm like, oh shit, oh fuck, it's an hour or something like, or I don't remember. It was like an hour or something. I'm like, I
you
gotta
just
go,
knew it was like an hour and some change and shit, like in
and
your head.
or something was that I needed to go back to the warehouse. I was like, oh shit, I gotta go back to the warehouse. I remember saying that, and I was late or something like that. It's like, fuck. I turn on the truck, I fucking go, I get there, and I'm like, and as soon as I enter, people are staring at me, like if they haven't seen me forever, like they're like people with their like what the fuck, like if they just saw a fucking ghost, like kind of like trippy in a way, like fucking like the
You're like,
fuck.
why is everybody's outfit different? It's weird. Hmm.
So I get to the office and I tell this girl, my manager, I'm like, hey, sorry, I fell asleep at the job. Yeah, I'm guessing I fell asleep. And she goes, where have you been? I'm like, what do you mean, where have I been? She directly tells me, you've been lost for a year.
You're like, I was at the gas station, bitch.
I was tripping out, dude, in my dream. Um, I wake up, I go to work, and this and that, and I was telling this one dude about the dream. I was telling this one dude about the dream, and he directed me to this one show. What the fuck was it called? It was based on a plane that gets lost, and I guess they just lose track of time or something, and they were lost for like 5 years. Everybody in the airplane.
Oh,
I forgot
hmm,
the name of the show. I think it
Lost.
was no sir. Oh fuck. Yeah, I think it was
Well, Lost.
on
They're on the
Hulu.
airplane. They're on the
Is it
airplane on the
Lost?
show.
Let me see.
Yeah, they're on the airplane, and they
I
get
think it
like
might be right.
stuck in a Well, Lost is different though. They're on an airplane.
No,
They crash out on like a deserted island somewhere, and they got to make like life, and it's like seasons long. But in the end of the entire seasons, they were dead the whole time, and they find out at the last season. I was like,
I
that's
just
fucking
look.
stupid.
I just googled playing Lost for 5 years show. So I put on Google, and I got the fucking show.
Lost?
No, it's called Manifest. Ah,
Hmm.
it's called Manifest. What you see it? Netflix.
Yeah, maybe I'll check it out tonight.
It's not a bad show. It
Yeah,
literally isn't. It caught me like this, dude. Because I'm not gonna say much, but I'm gonna kind of give you what happened. They get lost in time for a couple of 5 years, so years, and things happen, bro. Like they come back.
that's
I mean,
crazy.
not different as in everything's changed. Meaning like, oh, uh, we moved on, and we kind of forgot about you. We kept doing these things, shit like that. It was kind of it was kind of a trip, that show. Just go ahead and watch it, if you can.
Yeah, yeah.
Not a bad show.
I gotta check it out. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a show that I would watch. You know what I'm saying? An interesting show. I mean, especially about like fucking. I mean, some Bermuda Triangle bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I'm into that stuff, man. You know what I actually did watch recently? Now that we're talking about that, I watched Gladiator 2. You ever watched that one
Oh,
yet?
how is it? How is it?
It's a
Rating
fucking
it right
bad.
now. What do you
It's a
rate it?
badass movie. I mean, I guess
Better
my
than the first one?
rating, huh?
Better than the first one?
Nah, I mean it's a good movie too. I mean they're both good
Nah.
movies. I can't put one above the other because they're literally a continuation of each other.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so Gladiator 2 is a continuation, direct continuation of the first one. So like it literally continues the story from where the last one, or it takes place years later, but it gives you like a kind of like a what do you call that? A recap. A
Russell Crowe's
recap.
not Russell Crowe's not coming out there?
Have you ever seen the first one though?
Yes.
Well, okay, I don't know if they show this or not, but I think maybe on the first one, I think they did show it because I remember seeing a fucking clip of him dying. He died in the first one. Yeah, Maximus Meridius. The what's his name?
Maximum Meridians. Something. Yeah, you're right. I
Decimus
don't
or
know.
some shit like that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Maximus
Maximus Meridius Decimus.
Meridius
He dies in the end of
Decimus.
that of part one, and there's a whole scene where the queen or she's a queen or a princess of she's like the princess of Rome, right?
I
Yeah,
believe so.
she's the princess of Rome, and like she's like she
You're
goes up to him
correct.
while he and he like dies and shit, and like she's there like crying over his body and shit, right? So
You are correct.
what she was a princess of Rome?
Yes, Maximus Decim.
Oh, he died at the end of that.
Yes, he dies in the movie Gladiator. Maximus Decimus
Meridius,
Meridius.
yeah,
Yes.
Maximus Decimus Meridius. Just imagine having a fucking name like that though, dog. God damn. People wouldn't fuck with you. Like, what's your name, man? Maximus Meridius, fucking Decimus or Decimus Meridius, something like that. Decimal point.
Some.
He's like, I hate math. Oh, yeah, get out of here.
I man.
Nah,
Pero
but
it,
Gladiator 2 is a good movie, man. I fucking highly recommend that shit, man. I mean, I don't really watch movies like fucking from beginning to end. Like literally, I like break it down halfway, because after a while, I'm like, oh, damn, like I don't want to watch a whole movie and shit.
also
It's weird. I don't
depends.
know,
Also,
kind of, but like, there's been plenty of movies that I fucking was like Oppenheimer. That one took me like 3 tries to fucking finish that bitch, dog. Like straight up.
I still
But
haven't finished it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's like it's some of those movies are hard to watch, like they're hard to keep up with because you have to be like in the right circumstances, like like if you got little kids and shit, like you can't really concentrate on the movie that takes concentration with children running around and jumping on your lap and asking you questions every 5 seconds. I mean, it's not gonna happen.
It's hard, but I
But
hate this shit. I'm trying to watch it like so bad, dude. I'm trying to literally sit there and understand what they're trying. I sat there, dude, when they were on the table arguing about Germany's trying to bomb them and this and that, and when they were all sitting at the table, when they were trying to take they were trying to take Oppenheimer to court, when they had took him to court already, and he was getting questioned about people in Los Alamos. Um, dude, everything they were saying from the time that when they were in Los Alamos, when they were talking about fucking chemistry, quantum, and blah blah blah, all these things where they were just saying, I was just like, holy shit, man! And it was just taking me through that journey. I was like, y luego salió Albert Einstein, and chingada, I was like, whoa, crazy shit.
it's crazy, though.
Yeah, that was a pretty good fucking movie.
I mean,
Fifty,
what's up?
no, go go.
I was gonna say it's just crazy how like at the earliest stages of nuclear power, like they weren't containing it as good as they should have been containing it because they didn't know about it. Yeah, they had the power, they had the fucking means to fucking make it, and contain it somewhat. They would contain it somewhat, but they didn't have the backups of containment that they have today. Because they were just like they weren't really good at that shit. So like literally a lot of people died and trying to fucking figure out how fucking nuclear power works. A lot of people died. You know, and it was just like what they considered collateral damage. They're just like, oh, it's part of learning a new thing. It's part of learning trying to fucking perfect pretty much like the power to end worlds and shit like that. Like quite literally, dude. Like they could they could they got enough resources that they could fucking build like enough bombs to just destroy the entire world,
Oh,
you
for
know?
sure. By this point, yeah. I
Yeah, I
mean,
mean,
if you think about it, when was fucking the first fucking bomb made? What, 45, 40s?
mm,
Oh, or in the 40s? Let's just say
I would I would
40s.
I would say a little bit earlier than that because
What?
it was already made before World War I. They already had those that knowledge and stuff to do these things,
Yeah.
but they couldn't do anything. They couldn't really put their they couldn't test it until they had enough fucking basically enough fucking geniuses put together to be able to like one of them had to be a genius of engineering fucking a machine. One of them needs to be a fucking biochemist. One of them needs,
Hmm.
what I'm saying, one of them needs to be like fucking Albert Einstein and shit. And the other one needs to be Oppenheimer, and the other one, what I'm saying, like you had to have those people all together clustered to be able to fucking maintain or create, maintain, and fucking and then not only just that, but then weaponize these things. The weaponized part of it, though, that's the to me was like it was probably the worst thing that they could possibly fucking do in the history of fucking man, like the history of man,
That was
dude. Of
nuts, man.
all the shit that we've ever done, that was probably the worst thing that was ever fucking invented in the history of man. Just because now they've created a formula, they got this and that, they got fucking plans, and you just need a fucking genius, you know, to be able like they say Russia fucking kidnapped a bunch of fucking genius fucking chemists and fucking just engineers and all kinds of like a team of fucking people and by force had them create something, right? and then like destroy, America or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I can say it's gonna happen, but I'm just saying like now the possibility of that happening is could be, you know what I'm saying? That's why the US is always like surveillancing other countries to make sure that there's no like I know you've probably heard this over the fucking years, but they go surveillance other countries to make sure that they're not hiding any weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah, the UN and
That's
shit. I've seen the
good.
well, the UN, right? I've seen the UN do it a lot.
Well, the United Nations is it's like all the nations put together basically.
Or well, yeah, I've seen a lot of videos.
That's where they have their big fucking meetings to like when they discuss wars and shit like that. It's fucking
Yes.
stupid. I'm like, talk about fucking the rules. They're like, hey man, we got to be going by the rules, man, of war. It's like, but it's fucking war. You know what I'm saying? Like, what rules, bitch? Like, I don't
But
know.
yeah, I was hearing about all that great shit. I got ruled on
But
wars.
yeah, man. Yeah, dude. Like, it's just crazy how like now just I mean I feel like like any genius could fucking probably do that shit, you know? Like,
'Cause
I
right
would
now
hate it from,
everything since I mean right now we're already 2024, 25. I mean, I'm pretty sure in the last 20, 30 years this should fucking upgraded I don't know how many times. They've perfected it even more and more and
you'll be
more.
surprised how fucking old school the techniques are. Once they
Oh, no,
perfected
no, no, yeah, yeah, yeah.
a second way of containing nuclear power, um, it's been the sure way, like literally the only thing that contains the nuclear power secondary it's a secondary containment is like if there's like a nuclear meltdown, what they do is they flood the fucking the where the nuclear core is. They flood it with water and they contain it with water. So like the water just keeps it inside of the water. So like the water is contaminated and all that shit, but it contains it inside of the water.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's why a lot of the fucking silos and shit that house fucking nuclear warheads
Hmm.
are actually located by a big body of water. Because what they do is like if there's a meltdown, they fucking fill that shit up with the water of the lake or the ocean or whatever body of water they're close by. Yeah, that's why they do that. But one time, like in Japan, they fucked up, man. They fucked up bad because there was like a nuclear I don't know if it was a nuclear meltdown, but it was just like there was a tsunami and shit. There was an earthquake and a tsunami out in the middle of the ocean, and it fucking everything all right?
I'm just looking at this shit real quick. I know it has like awesome. Ding, ding, ding. Can you hear that?
It was loud too. What happened?
I was just wondering if those work right now because when you said gun, we were talking about guns.
We're talking about nuclear power.
I
You're like, I wasn't listening.
just hear
Anyway,
weapons.
yeah, but
No, but
it's
yeah,
crazy,
no,
man.
I remember hearing somebody got caught using the fucking nuclear water into streaming into the ocean or something like that, or lakes, something like that. Forgot where it was.
Oh yeah, I was talking about that. Yeah. Yeah, there was a fucking tsunami out in the ocean,
Yeah.
somewhere in Japan. I don't even know where the fuck it was. Nagasaki. Who fucking knows? And it got flooded. Like it flooded the land, and it fucking flooded inside of that shit. And what happened was water filled up. It flooded so much that it filled up the area that had the nuclear fucking core and shit. And it contaminated the water, and it somehow got out, and it contaminated all the water in the area.
What happened? Another. Okay. No, I know. Can't get it right.
Sweet, man. Nice.
Yeah. I showed you the one that I got her.
Now you told me you got a big bear and like a card. Oh yeah, you showed me the card. Yeah, you did.
Oh, okay,
The
okay,
big
okay.
ass card.
I got it. Oh, yeah, homework first.
Hell yeah.
Pero yeah, man. I even got my kids good little bears. And then
But
little
yeah.
little mini bears.
Yeah, I got Ella some little cat socks. They're little socks that like had like a cat head, like a
Yeah,
face
yeah,
on it.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
even like the top even has the ears and shit. Like it has little ears on it. And then I got her like a little, like a bouquet. It's kind of like a bouquet, but you open it, you unfold it, and it opens up. It's flat, and then you open the big envelope, and it's kind of like a pop up bouquet of flowers. So it unfolds, and it's like a big it looks like a bouquet of flowers, or in a basket actually, like a big one like that.
Nice.
And then I got her. Damn, I forgot what else. I got her a couple other things. Oh, she likes Stitch, so I found the like a little Stitch. The paleta they call it Chupa Chups or some shit like that. It's from Mexico, but it's like a lollipop.
Yes. I
But
remember those.
anyways, they it's in a little like a Stitch. It looks like Stitch, and you put the lollipop in the top, and he's like holding it like this, and you hit the button, and it spins.
Oh shit! No, I don't.
It just
Never
spins
seen
the
that.
little lollipop like that. So she's like, I don't know. It
Oh,
makes it fun to fucking
nice.
eat a lollipop, I guess.
I think I've seen it. But well, now that let's go into that, man. What's your favorite Mexican candy, bro?
Favorite Mexican candy?
Yes, sir.
Man, you know what? I like the lollipop of sandia, with the one that has the fucking the chile on the outside.
Yes, sir. Those are shit,
At
bro.
first, like I don't really like the chile. I don't like the kind that they put on it, and I fight through it. To me, I fight through it. That way, I could get to the fucking the candy part. Once I get to the candy part, it's like, it was all worth it, dog. It kind of like
Online,
cleanses the
I do it
it
too.
cleanses the palate.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of do. I kind of fight right through it. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, that one's
Um,
good.
the I like the little red things with caramel.
The
They're like
mazapan.
no. I mean, those are the shit too.
Oh,
The
oh,
ones that are real
oh.
flat
The
that look
ones
like
that
a
look
fucking oyster.
like a raw tortilla, but they got like fucking caramelo inside.
It looks like one of those things they give out at fucking church.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah. I love those things, dog.
sandwiching a
I
fucking
like. I
caramel.
used to like getting the big one. Remember that big ass one they had? They had the little ones like that, little discs, and then they had a one that was big.
Oh
They always,
yes,
they always.
yes, sir.
You
Yes,
either got the
yes,
small ones in a big pack, like un paquete de 10,
yes,
algo así, ¿no?
yeah, yes, sir, yes,
And
sir.
then, or you got the big one. I would get the big one. Like, yeah, like we go to Mexico. I get a stack of those motherfuckers, man. We go get some fucking aguacates and fucking tortillas, dude. My grandpa would sneak a couple bottles over and shit. But he would claim one. He like, I got one bottle, guys. and he would be in the back stuffing bottles in the by the spare tire and shit. It was fucking badass, dog.
What was also, I don't know these are from Mexico or from here. It's a red circle, not this big, maybe like
The
your whole hand,
peanuts.
peanuts inside.
That's from here. That's
Okay, yeah.
they call that well, I don't know. I don't know what they call that shit. But it reminds me of the they call them like Boston peanuts or some shit like that. And those are the peanuts that have like the red stuff on the outside.
Yeah, yeah. Those are, I don't
Yeah,
know why those are fucking
it
delicious,
remi-
dude.
I love them, dude. But it reminds me of the same shit. It kind of reminds me like that thing is almost like the same stuff
Yeah,
as on the outside
yeah.
of the other one. But yeah, no, those are
También,
good, man. Those are good.
también, I
And
like the little containers of caramel. They're like
we talking
the
about just
fucking
caramel.
yeah, the fucking top. They're like straight up caramel from Mexico.
I've never just got down on some
So
caramel by itself though.
it's a wooden. They're like wood. It's like cups. It's like a little cup like big, and it's got another bigger cup put on top like that. It's wood, and you just kind of like
Yeah,
take it off like that, and literally, there's caramel made from over there, like fucking. Mm, mm, mm.
damn. No, I've never had that actually.
You guys have any Mexican restaurant stores?
Yeah, yeah, we got La Michoacana. We got another one called La Azteca. And then we got this other one called El Ranchero. And those are the three that we got here. But then we also got we also got Fiesta, the grocery store Fiesta.
Yeah.
We got that one. That's the Mexican grocery store.
Bam, here they go. Cajeta, cajeta en madera.
Cajeta. I can't even see that.
Yeah. Okay, it's just called la sagala. No, no, no. Just put cajeta en madera. So it's just white, like white paper around it, but the inside you'll see it's wood,
I think I know what you're talking about.
and
Does
then
it
you
have
got
like paper in it too?
and the outside there's paper holding it, and then you just kind of like rip
I
it
think I
and
remember
kind of
seeing
like,
something like that, but I don't think we ever bought that shit. Honestly, I don't think we ever
dude,
bought that.
that's caramel. Not like fucking caramel they get you here. It's kind of crazy on here.
Oh yeah, no, that's fucking like
That should taste
handmade and shit.
good. Yeah, that should
Yeah,
taste
yeah.
fucking crazy good. And why have oh, shit those strawberry fucking candies from Mexico, or no, or the ones that well, I'm guessing they started over there and now we have them all here. They're flooded in and we're taking it to American thing. Or it's a strawberry fucking wrapper, double wrapper
I mean, I've
with
always
strawberry
seen them
candy.
in the
You know what I'm
mix,
talking
like,
about?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. They actually have it looks like a strawberry, the packaging, the little wrapper does. But
Hmm.
I mean, I've only seen it like here, dude, honestly. I've never seen that shit in Mexico.
Okay, here we go.
But I'm not
Uh,
gonna say that they don't make it in Mexico. I mean, fucking, this is a big place, man. Like they might have been like, "Hey, let's make one too."
strawberry bonbons.
That sounds pretty American. Or
I'm
maybe, I
thinking,
mean, bonbon is actually it's a French word, but like I don't, I mean, bonbon could be used in Mexico
what did you
too.
just say?
It's a French word.
Yeah,
What?
the French word.
I know.
No, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh yeah, yeah, no, 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 no. You're right, you're right, you're right. It's a French word. You're
I
right.
know
My
I
bad.
am. You're like, man, you fucking know some shit. I'm over here fucking. I'm
Oh
over here
fuck.
like fact checking your ass and shit. You're cutting. You're making the
Uh,
cut. That was a second fact check. You're like, what? How did you know
oh
that?
shit. That's fucking hilarious, man. Uh,
Yeah, man. I'm into that fucking
uh,
what do you call it? Like random fucking knowledge shit, man.
yeah,
I like
yeah.
it.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I
You
mean,
got that shit down.
I could play a trivia game or two. You know, we used to play this one called I think it was like a German game. It was called Heffenweisen. And oh wait, not Heffenweisen. It was called Bezer Wizard. Bezer Wizard. Heffenweisen is a fucking it's a German beer. Um, you know what Hefeweizen is? That's what they call. There's a beer called El Jefe, and it's like a
Oh
wheat-based
shit.
beer.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's fucking delicious, dog. It's like eating like a slice of bread. Like honestly, like it's fucking so good, dude.
Yeah. Shit.
But Bezer Wizard is one of those like advanced fucking trivia games, dude. And it's not for the fucking faint of heart, man. I could tell you that shit for a fact, dude.
Oh shit.
It's hard for me to even progress. But when me and my brother-in-law Aaron play, like we'll go, and Aaron's going because that dude's smart as fuck. And he's there going down the line, and I'm there trucking along and shit, getting some shit every once in a while. But I'm like, I'm not as smart as he is, man. That dude's smart as fuck, dude. But
Looks like it.
and then anybody else that we're playing, they don't even fucking move, dog. They don't get none of them right. They don't get not one of them right, dude. Because it's just fucking crazy. They talk about scientists. They talk about like fucking Nobel
Oh,
prizes. They talk about fucking like different shit, dude. And then I mean, really, you just gotta have to use like in your head. You have to use kind of like the process of elimination in a way, you know, because you're like, oh, who was part of the construction of the first atom bomb, or who invented the first atom bomb, or some shit like that. And then you'll be like, wait a minute, hold on. Or they'll say something like, who invented the formula for the first atomic bomb? And you'd be like, oh shit, that was fucking Albert Einstein. Like you'd be like real quick, but but sometimes you gotta sit there and think, you're like, was it though? You're like,
was it though?
dude, it's fucked up, dog. It's fucked up.
Oh
But
shit.
that's all right, game.
That shit sounds fucking great. I think.
But me and Aaron, we call it. We have an unofficial name for that. Well, we call it. We make it sound all German as fuck. We call it Besenweisen.
Peasant.
Besenweisen, but it's Bezer Wizard, and I'm like, man, I just randomly started calling it Besenweisen just because it sounded German and shit. I was like, I don't know, and then it stuck, and then that's how we call it.
So I was at the where the fuck was it? I was at a McDonald's over there at the McAllen area. I forgot which one. They had a yeah, they had a table for the kids and adults where they had a fucking uh, 400 games or some shit like that. I don't know if that's the one you got.
No, not. I mean, mine is doesn't have that many. It just, I mean, it's the mine has like I don't know, maybe like 80 games at most, and that's because they're constantly putting games on it, you know.
Or maybe that's what I was thinking. I just over remember.
But it had like board games. It had some a few like action games, not a lot, but just kind of like a few action games, shit like that.
How much was it?
Um, the gaming table, it was like $1,000, and that's the retail price. So if you look it up like anywhere, it's about like 900 and something dollars. Yeah,
Not bad. Still, man.
but I mean, it's cool though, man. I mean, sorry, you could take the legs off of it and just set it on like a table, you know.
Yeah.
And there's games that you could play where you're on that side and I'm on this side. Like there's this one where you remember the game where you pull the rubber band and you throw the little bottle caps into
Ah,
the hole, and you're like
yes.
battling. That game's on there. You grab the little thing, like fucking battling it out, dude. It's just crazy, dog.
That's not bad.
There's
That's not bad.
pools on that game too.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
How
I got
big
a
is it?
pool kit. Um, I don't know, man. I mean, it's kind of like if you can imagine like your regular like a regular size ice chest, like
Okay.
the top of it is probably the how big the screen is, you know.
Okay.
I mean, I can't even tell you how many inches or what, but I mean, I really don't know. But I mean, I'm looking around, I see my ice chest, as I think it's probably about the same size as my ice chest, the screen. So it's kind of big. It's not small. It's not anything like you wouldn't be bumping elbows with anybody. You'd be like, there's enough space there. But But no, I mean it's cool. It's a cool gaming table. We don't use it as much as we'd like to, but um, it it's just kind of sits there and collects dust now. Actually, I need to start fucking using it more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I believe we've done already for like 2 hours already, or going on,
yeah,
or was it 3 hours?
yeah. I mean, probably an hour and a half because we're there trying to figure shit out in the beginning. For about 30, 35, 40 minutes.
You want to cut it down, or want to keep going?
I'm good. I'm good with calling it a night. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, brother. Well, neighbor, thank you very much for attending this podcast again, and this is the part 2 of uh of our continuation, and we're gonna keep on going.
Yeah, we're
But
getting part
yeah,
3, 4, and so on and so forth. Okay, cool. Hell
yeah,
yeah,
so we hit
that
like a
works.
million.
Be like a volumes and shit.
Hell yeah, dude. Bueno, brother, thank you very much for being the guest again, and everybody,
Yeah,
thank you very much for watching Space Adventures with Cal, and we'll see you again next time, guys. See you guys later. Like my
yeah.
damn button.